All right, I get it. Amen. The scriptures tell us to consider the cost of discipleship. But far too many people exchange the spiritual eternal for the carnally temporal.
Amen.
The spiritually carnal is what we become when we are not available to God. Spiritually carnal. What an oxymoron. How can that be? You begin to act the part instead of be the part. We walk in the house as if we are. But God knows our hearts, and He knows that we are not. Too many times we focus on momentary pleasure instead of heavenly reward.
Amen.
We exchange the gifts of God for things that die in this world. We'd rather be earthly rich than seek God's heavenly treasures. Able people are available people. And able people are dependable people. Can God depend on you?
No.
We already know that we can depend on God. Because God never fails. But can God depend on us? 1 Corinthians 4:2 says, moreover, it is required in stewards to be that a man be found faithful. Are we faithful? Are we dependable? There was a time when all we needed was our word, was to give our word, and that was our bond. I give you my word and a handshake. Yeah. The deal was done. It was settled. To be people of our word. To be dependent. That's all that was needed. But God wants people He can depend on. But depend on to do what? More than anything, to do what is right in His sight. To be people of integrity. Unashamed. To be a believer. Dependable. To do what is right. To fulfill His purpose in us, through us, and according to His will for us, we've got to be dependable. We've got to be found faithful. When God finds a dependable person, He gives that person gifts. You want to stir up the gifts? Be dependable. Be faithful. And with it comes great responsibility. Just like in the parable of the talents. 3 servants, he gave 5, he gave 2, he gave 1. The first 2, they invested and had great return for the master. But the last one that had 1, he went and buried it. Master comes back and says, what'd you do with What you doing? Buried it, Master, because I was afraid. But to those who are dependable, to those who are faithful, God says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things, and now I give you increase. Enter into the joy of the Lord. The moral of the story was to put to use what God has gifted us with.
Amen.
Able people are dependable people. But able people are